Okay, so I should be recording a little higher frame rate this time, or higher resolution, so it shouldn't look as bad on YouTube. In other words, it shouldn't look like ass. I can say ass on YouTube, right?
I think so. I think so.
Alright. I filled my space up with a whole bunch of whites and grays and crap like that. So I just need about 1, 2, 3, 4 more items, and then we can try and see if items I can't pick up will show up to you. Other than that, I did gain a level. I've got a Healy ability, which I really don't think we're going to need, to be honest. We don't seem to be taking a ton of damage, so I'll probably take that off.
I must wait to use that ability.
Here, let me heal your zombie dogs. Check me out. Hold on, zoom in. And heal! Haha. Here, but I also got this.
Yeah, that's actually really nice.
I like it.
You'll really like that.
I really do like it. Alright, so let's see, where were we? We were going into the cathedral, that's right. We have the crown. And we need to go fight the Skeleton King.
Money.
Money, money, money!
Yeah, so far my favorite class is. I'm definitely going to be playing the monk. He's probably #1 so far.
He is nice. I like his utility and his movement. Oh, hold on, I want to change my skills. I'm going to use Blinding Flash instead of Lash Tail Kick. It's more utility that we can use. We tend to kill things pretty fast with your poison and pets. You know, I really think a lot of what I'm looking at is, like, I get slowdowns when we go into new areas and stuff like that, and you may have noticed from my videos, occasionally it would drop to single digits. I really think there's something about the way the game is caching data. I think that's what it is. Okay. Oh, hello. Blind these guys. Hello, lots of damage. Alright, hold up a second. Let's come back up here, because I want to let's test this here. Oh, let's clear this out. We've got some skeleton generators up here. Alright, I got the generators. Alright, come over here real quick. I now have, and then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna try and pick up a magic item here. I've got a vampiric light hand crossbow. Just want to confirm you do not see that.
I do not see it.
Okay, I've got a full inventory, so I'll try and pick it up.
I must lessen my burden.
Do you see it?
No, nothing.
Alright. Just making sure you still don't see it.
Nope.
Cool. Alright, well, that's a great test. Give me one moment because...
see a clock tunic now.
Yeah, I just put that down, so that's a good test. Give me one moment. I actually want to clear out this inventory since I have a bunch of junk.
Well, I'm stealing your clock tunic then.
Crafted myself some experience gear for my other classes. Actually, I've been looking at the vendors here in town, and they actually sell some pretty good stuff. A bunch of the experience gear I got wasn't from crafting, it was actually from the vendors in town.
Really? I had the opposite experience.
Well, it is random, you know.
True.
But I check them on occasion just to see if they've got anything else. So I've really been happy with it. I think that replaces Geed's gambling mechanic from 2.
That would make more sense too, because I've always, when playing Warcraft, always been really bad on players. So. Makes sense that you would see the loot and I wouldn't.
But it's nice to know that you can get some decent items from the vendors. I believe they said the vendors will sell a couple item levels lower than the monster level. So the best stuff is still from monsters, but there's still a good chance that you can find a decent random item. I have had some really weird luck with the crafted helmet. I seem to always proc strength on that thing. I can't seem to proc anything else on it. I got one intelligence helmet, the rest for strength, and they didn't proc any other magical attributes.
Huh. Was that just this game, or has that been a continuous thing?
It's been ongoing, honestly. It just could be my luck. Oh right, I forgot to turn on my advanced tooltips and stuff because it turns it off every frickin' time.
Yeah, I'm hoping they fix that.
Oh, I'm sure they will. It just kind of sucks, you know, that we won't see that fix relatively soon, just because they can't patch the beta fast as they patch their internal builds. I do love destroying enemies with the environment.
That is a nice addition. It's interesting too, because I've seen a lot of monsters that'll in the last level. Basically, there's a lot of skeletons that'll just start swinging as soon as they see me, and they'll actually collapse it on themselves without me ever hitting them. Pretty fun.
Nice.
There you go. You're teasing. That much closer to a banner.
I feel weird wielding a spear and an axe as a monk. I keep finding fist items which I want to use, but they have half the DPS of these two items.
See, I keep finding items that have a little bit more DPS than what I've got, but I've got the spear that dropped last time.
Oh yeah. Here, let me look at that because it didn't show up very well in the last game we played. I'll kind of show it here since people might not have gotten to see it. Freaking nice. 9.9, 1 to 3 holy, attack speed by 3%, 2 to life after kill, 1.10% damage dealt converted to life, monster kills grant experience. That is nice. Life drain all around. You're a lucky guy, man.
And dropped off of I think it was like a chest or something. Not a chest, but a barrel or something too. Really weird.
Actually, I got lucky in one of my games. I found some rare boots off of Emmon's wife. Is it Emmon? The blacksmith. Hidrig.
Yeah.
Yeah, some rare boots. They weren't the greatest, but they were pretty good. Someone mentioned in my comments, if you hadn't seen it, apparently world drops like that. You notice how your thing has like 6 different affixes on it?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently the world drops will be more important like that. So the real rare items like that will have 6, whereas the boss ones typically have like 4.
Interesting.
Of course, the boss ones that we find, like the Skeleton King I had mentioned to before we started recording, you're guaranteed like 2 rares. And but that's only the first time you kill him. So those first boss kills you get, you know, yeah, you're going to get rares, but I think they were intentionally scaled down like that because they're guaranteed. They don't want you... I think what they wanted to prevent in that case was people rolling alts just for the sake of trying to get really good gear.
Yeah, yeah. It's actually a good idea. Kind of makes the grinding game more, if you will.
Well, it's nice because, you know, you get that wonderful experience of fighting a boss for the first time and getting really cool loot out of him. but at the same time you don't feel required to constantly farm the bosses with new characters over and over again to get the best gear.
Yep.
You know? Hey, Templar time. What time is it? Adventure time!
Such a tool.
I must wait to use that ability.
I'm gonna let you talk to him.
Fine.
Who are you? You will know soon.
I don't want him.
Tell me, what brought you to this infernal place?
I must destroy the Skeleton King.
Ah, treasure chest.
Our aims aligned.
Tell you what, the snare with your monk combo blind would be pretty nasty.
Oh yeah. It's so much better than what it was. I didn't get to play in the beta version that it was broken by damage, but that's the way it was before. It had a longer snare, but if you hit the monster, they would break. So obviously, if you've got a lot of AoE effects going on, it's like it wasn't even there. So they just decided to reduce the time to like 3 seconds and make sure it doesn't break on damage anymore. They're really good about that, you know, they can usually tell if something is not going to work.
I also like the fact they listen to the feedback that we give them, and they actually make changes that seem to, for the most part, work pretty well. Ah, my inventory's full.
I am Cormac, warrior of the Templar. It is the skeleton.
I really am liking this reach ability.
It's, yeah, I've been rolling around with that the whole time. Alright, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna go back to the sell some stuff.
Well, hold on, our waypoint's up here.
Ooh, ooh. That I will clear room for.
Oh, you find something?
Yep. Actually, would this be pretty good for you?
I can't use two-handed, unfortunately. +3 experience, not bad. Yeah. Looks like I can. The only two-handed weapon I think I can use are die bows.
Ah, makes sense, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go back to town real quick.
Do you have any rings?
I'm wearing both of them. I didn't pick any. Actually, I did pick a couple up. Yeah, I've got a melee, takes 6 damage per hit, melee, sorry, and also have a just a +1 to 2 damage.
Yeah, I like those plus damage rings. Alright, yeah, I just have a couple magic find rings. I don't really think they're worth keeping if you have something.
Yeah, no, I've got some pretty decent ones. 5% better chance of magic items and 12% extra money.
Yeah, the magic find right now, I mean, you think about it, it enhances your base magic find. I think someone said base magic find at these early levels is like 1%. So even if you got 100% magic find, that means you would have a 2% magic find.
Interesting.
I'm sure that'll go up as, you know, you level and stuff like that.
Well, all I know is when I throw the ring on, it does seem to drop quite a bit more blues for me.
Yeah, well, you know, you're a lucky jerk. What can I say? They really have changed the crafting around, I found. Like, there's a offhand that I can make that's rare for the wizard that you couldn't make in the last beta version, so I'm going to make that for my wizard's playthrough. Really nice. Because it used to be, there were only 2 rare items you could make before, and that was the belt and the one-handed crossbow. Well, you could make the other stuff. Those were the only 2 you could actually use. I was kind of hoping that if I moused over... I can see you on my mini-map. I was hoping that if I moused over you, it would show me your name. So in case if we were like in a big game, I could tell who was who.
It does that to me when I put my mouse over yours.
On the mini-map?
Yeah.
That's weird. It doesn't pop anything up for me.
Huh. Yeah, I put my... Oh, well, let me see if it's a distance thing. Nah? Yeah, put my mouse over your blue dot on the minimap and it shows up. Hagikaze.
Well. Okay then. I wonder why it doesn't work for me.
Update your video drivers.
Right. I'm sure that'll do it. Hold on, let me make sure that my computer is still plugged in and powered on first.
Yeah, it could be because you're not running on an uninterruptible power supply. Maybe it has to do with clean power. You never know.
I don't know, but I've been having trouble with my cup holder lately.
Yeah, yeah. Hubcac air, huh?
Exactly. I filled out my ID10 Tango form, but it didn't seem to do any good. Stop trying to get away.
Stun him. You got a stun.
Yeah. Well, I've been rooting him in place. Thankfully, Dashing Strike can be spammed as long as I've got Spirit. Okay. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4.
And hurry up, Thinkflight. Kill him already. There you go.
Thank you for your aid. I will go if we then.
Okay, apparently I can use two-handed weapons. I just couldn't use swords because I just picked up a Bardache.
Huh.
Bardache of Winter, 14.7 with 1 to 2 cold damage on it. Let me see if it's better than my dual wielding. Yep, I gain almost 5, it looks like. Because I went from 16.3 to 19.7. About 3, actually, but, you know. Check me out, my Bardache. Alright, cool.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Just a shame I still don't use
See,
it.
yeah, I know. I was about to say. See, I would expect a monk to have something more like that anyway.
Well, yeah. I mean, and that was the whole point. Blizzard said that they want the effects to look, you know, it wants to be a martial arts effect, so the weapons are kind of just flavor, but at the same time, why am I holding it in an offensive stance? Why don't they just keep it on my back?
Or occasionally use it.
That would have been cool if they had animations for using the weapons in certain ways, but could you imagine the amount of animation and work that would have taken?
Yeah. They may end up doing it over patches in the long run. You never know.
It's definitely nice as far as damage is concerned. I just have a much slower attack speed right now. I really, you know, when it comes to my monk, I honestly think I would prefer 2 one-handed weapons.
Yeah, too quick, especially with that ranged. Sorry, the ranged. The not a glyph. What was it? Oh, it's 1 a.m.
You mean Deadly Reach here?
Deadly Reach, yeah. The Deadly Reach, that is really nice.
Yeah, any spirit generator, of course, is going to be nice with fast weapons, since it just means more spirit over time. Just bringing down the house, aren't you?
Yeah, it was there.
If we get sued for your destructive tendencies, I hope you know that hell is where all the lawyers have gone, so therefore we're boned. Diablo will have his pick of the litter.
That's a pretty depressing thought. I really do not like that animation with the eels. I like the hands much better.
Oh, yeah, I like it, but I like the hands better. You know.
Just looks weird.
I honestly think it would be nice if they did it the other way around, where the eels was the base and then the more damage was the hands. But then again, it would seem weird to have it called Grasp of the Dead when it's eels, or, you know, maggots or whatever. And not really hands, yeah. So the name wouldn't exactly make sense until you ruined it, I guess. Oh, active skill slot, and I get a mantra. Booyah.
Ah, yeah, those are actually kind of nice.
Oh, okay, so my conviction slot is nothing but mantras.
Yep.
Oh, what the
I think the one you get is like increased to dodge or something like that.
Yeah, the first one's dodge, which is fine.
Yeah, affects me too, so use it.
I really don't have much else I want to use. I mean, I'm not going to use Breath of Heaven for healing because we're not taking damage. I don't really care about Lashing Tail Kick right now because things are dying fast. And I don't need another generator, so yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and use it. Shut up. Take your mantra.
Ooh, glowy things.
What's great, you've noticed that they have an active component too, right?
Yep.
They wanted, they didn't want it to be like the auras where you just turn it on and forget about it.
Yep. Well, if you forget about it, it turns off. I love it. It's awesome.
Well, it turns off, well, not only that, but you can actually use it as a spirit spender, and like, because every time I use it, it gives us another 15% chance, so.
Yep. It's nice. It's interesting. I wonder how that will affect the demon dogs here. In like a large group.
Well, we definitely have a good class synergy for that, because, you know, everything I do will buff a class, you know, buff every party member, and you have pets, so ergo, buff pets.
Ah! Yeah, okay, so as you walked away, it definitely has a range. Because it went away until you came back. What does it give you a range on there, on your tooltip?
40 yards.
Yeah, okay, yeah, see. Just about the edge of the screen, it seems like, is where 40 yards is. Like if you're on my edge of the screen.
That would make sense. Go ahead and walk and let me know when you okay. Yeah, that's right about the edge. So that kind of makes sense. You know, 40 yards was I think that was like, no, 60 yards is the casting range in Warcraft now. That's right. I am not used to attacking so slowly. I need to
throw on some two-handers. I mean, one-handers.
I should. But it's more damage per second, man.
Yeah, but if you're swinging more often...
Yeah, but did you see how I just tore apart that group in a single hit? I feel strong. Hey look, there we go. We don't even need to worry about it. I just got 25% attack speed.
Thank you. Nothing. Was there a reason they reduced the gold amount on gray items?
To make items feel more special when you find them. Grays in particular were done because they didn't want people just picking up everything and absolutely everything, because in Diablo 2 there was a point where you stopped picking up grays and whites. Although as you leapt into new acts, the grays and whites sold for quite a bit at first, and then you realized it wasn't worth it anymore. So they kind of wanted to bring back that feeling. So blues are far more important. As for reducing whites and how much they sell for, that one I'm not too sure. I think it's again to facilitate picking up the magic items and exploring, because they gave gold back to the monsters to compensate.
Interesting.
I need a good second weapon. 10 point. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my other two because I like attacking fast. Okay. Mantra. I think one of the biggest reasons I like attacking fast with a monk instead of using two-handers and attacking slow is the combo system. You know, the first two hits are not really the important part. It's that big third hit.
Yeah.
And you get it a lot more often with faster weapons.
Again, that's where the runes kind of, you know, change gameplay for you.
Yeah, I definitely like it. I actually recorded my elective mode little tutorial, and I talked a bit about why I think the skill system offers more customization, since I did field a question about that in one of my comments. I've got it recorded, I just need to put it together and upload it, so I'll do that when we're done here too as well. I've got my weekend here actually, next couple days, so that'll give me time to take care of some things.
You get time off? Lucky you. I work every day of the week. It sucks.
Yeah, I feel very sympathetic about that.
Downside to having two jobs. Welcome to being a pilot.
Crypt time. Unfortunately, it doesn't.
I'm probably gonna need to go sell stuff here pretty soon too.
Yeah. I agree. Same here. Doesn't look like we're gonna quite hit level 10 before we get to the Skeleton King, unfortunately. But oh well, level 10 is the passive level.
You might. I don't think so though. Yeah, we're gonna have it.
No, we're too close. My bar, well, I don't know about your bar, but my bar is not even halfway there.
Yeah, I'm not halfway there either. I'm at about a third.
May death bring peace from your madness, Leoric. Traitors, even in death.
So what's great about this dashing strike is I can use it to break stuff too.
I always kind of wondered, how the heck did villagers get down here in the first place? I mean, with the amount of skeletons walking around, you figured they would have been dead long before.
Maybe they were, I mean, you could always think maybe they were always dragged down.
It just seems weird that I would expect more like soldiers considering the storyline. You know, because the soldiers came down here to bury him, blah blah blah. It just seems weird that we're getting a lot of.
Right, yeah, I know what you mean.
Bewitching Wind.
I've got nothing to spin my spirit on, so I'm just kind of giving us evasion here while we fight. Not that we need it, but hey.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be interested to see what they do. They increase the monster toughness after beta.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be the same, and basically, if that's the case, you know, you don't want to get to the nightmare pretty quick.
I'm looking forward to the higher difficulty levels. I really think the game's going to really begin once you hit Nightmare. And I honestly think it was the same way in Diablo 2. You know, honestly, I do not remember normal mode being terribly hard. There were a few instances where I, you know, died from bosses or, you know, just getting a freaking one of those lightning enchanted mobs. Those things were always a pain. Lightning enchant hated everybody in Diablo 2. But I think it was, what's his name? I think it was Duriel, the final boss of Act 2, that killed me the most.
I'm carrying too much.
Simply because he was the one where you had to drop into his area, and the game loaded his area a little slowly sometimes. So if you lagged, he was up on you instantly because you didn't have time to react, and you were dead. I remember that a lot.
Yeah, I kind of remember that too, come to think of it.
We have just arrived in Tristram.
Alright, we've got a waypoint coming up, so we can get out of here. My inventory is actually full.
Yeah, I'm going to go back before we break anything more.
Wow, I can't even salvage. My inventory is so full.
Found some interesting things on my latest
Well, I came here first.
I probably should have checked some of those white items to see if they were upgrades, because I think one was. Oh well. Again, not overly worried about items and dying just yet. I'm going to see if any of these vendors have a decent weapon.
I worked my hands to the bone to bring you these fine.
Need something better than 10.5. Oh, here we go, an 11.9 magic sword with poison damage. That would give me 2 weapons both doing poison damage. That's funny. I'll buy it. Fortunately, items are actually kind of expensive from vendors. That was like 400 gold I just spent. Even the white items are expensive.
Anything unless you're buying it. I like to keep my inventory clean.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I think they're, I don't know, it's hard to tell how they base the charge because I've seen some white items that are just really... There was a white item that was more expensive than a magic item at one point on one of these vendors, and I don't know why that would be the case. There we go. I am dual-wielding poison damage. Are you proud, Mr. Witch Doctor, in your poison darts?
My poison darts will beat you. Dual wielding self. Can we do the player versus player stuff in the beta? I don't think we can.
No. None of that's active. As far as
I'm
I know.
be interesting to try. See, yeah, it would make more sense to me if that wasn't a dead villager, but like a dead soldier. Oh well. Post something on the forums about it, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose it could be a name change or something like that.
I
figured it's just a randomly generated item for me to click on, you know?
Yeah, it just doesn't seem to jive with the storyline at all. I mean, what the heck would so many villagers be doing down here in the first place when there was a whole bunch of soldiers that came down?
To the king. Oh, I have a minute to accept your thing there.
I wonder how it happens if after a minute, I guess it just declined.
Yeah, I imagine I would get stuck outside and not be able to kill the king. Alright, so we'll just kill him as normal this time to make sure we get the loot, and then what we'll want to do, I think, going forward is test that to see if we can revive each other during combat.
Yeah. Probably have to strip to die, though.
Yeah, unless you want to spend about 10 minutes watching yourself take hits from him. I mean, I definitely like how elites have more health and how we do take a little bit more damage, but obviously normal mode, we're still not going to be that much of a challenge. I wonder if the other axe will be a little tougher. I imagine it'll start really picking up as you get to the later axe.
Kind of hope they ramp it, yeah. You know, so because this is, you know, people maybe new to the game, new to the type of hack and slash, and getting them used to this, and then going from there. You know. Have some of those.
Damn, I've actually taken some damage here.
Ah, you shouldn't kill those guys. Try to have the king kill them. That's one of the achievements.
Oh, you want to do that, huh?
Yeah, why not?
It might take a bit. That's fine. Damn, I'm down to half health. He is hurting me.
Well, you do have a heal.
Here, king, king, king.
King. There we go. So you partially got one of them. Ah, there we go. Got two more. So yeah, he's going to that mode apparently.
Alright, I'm going to try and get away here. I'm going to try and change my skill real quick. Alright, I've got 15 seconds before I can use it. I think they really should bring that back up to 30 seconds, because that was really easy to just change. And they really didn't want you to be able to just change skills without having to think about it.
See, there we go. That's the mode he needs to be in to kill the skeleton.
There we go, I just healed up. I was actually pretty low on health there. He hits pretty hard here, at least with two of us. Of course, it could be that I don't really have very great gear. I haven't been trying to upgrade it. I need spirit. I'm going to start hitting some of these skeletons. Here, come here, I'll heal you too. There. Alright.
I want the achievement.
It takes him a while, unfortunately. He has to kill like 25 of them, I think.
Yep. Just wander around. You have to go into that mode.
Yeah. Well, you want to kind of stand by the skeletons here, because he actually will teleport to your location.
There we go. That's the mode right there where it kills him, see? Ow. Ow.
I'll just keep healing while we try and get this done.
Yeah. Try not to attack him too much, though. There we go. Did you also get that?
Yep.
He was definitely hitting you harder.
Huh, I only got one rare from that. What about you?
Yeah, I only did 2.
So, I thought you were guaranteed 2. Of course, it could be the group thing because there's one for each of us. Which technically would mean if there were 4 of us, we could get 4 items off of them, but I don't know. Let's see what I got. I got some boots. What'd you get?
I got... I don't know, let me find out. I got some rare gloves. Actually, they're attack speed by 3, 6% chance of finding stuff, melee attacks, take 4 damage per hit, and health and gold pickup increase by 2. Not great. Okay.
Yeah, I got a, let me see, 2% magic find, plus 4% movement speed, 3 experience for monster kills, and health and globe yard increase. So, what I want to do is I want to go back, because I do have a set of boots, and I want to compare them to these boots, and what I can probably do is hook you up with at least one of them. Yeah, the boots, the world boots I found have 6 affixes, whereas the boss one has 4, so... Yeah, I'll keep the one that gives more experience because I'm going to need that for my playthroughs, but what I'll do is I'll give you the rare ones I found. They're not great armor, but they've got a whole bunch of affixes on them, with magic find, movement speed, thorns. You know, if you want them, here, I'll put them over here, let me know. If you don't want it, let me know because I can use it to craft that book by making a fallen tooth out of it.
Alright. Yeah, they're better than what I've got.
Alright, all yours then.
I'll hang on to those.
Got a right good bunch of things for you this fine day.
Here, let me throw you this guy so you can craft your stuff.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Not bad. Mine aren't magical in any way, but I don't really need any of these stats, so yeah, I want to make that book, so I'll salvage it for now. Alright, let me go ahead and stop this thing for now, and if you've got time, we can probably go back to the king. I don't know if you do. Hold on one moment, I'm going to stop the recording. Okay, we're back at the Skeleton King, and I have a sacrifice. Are you ready to die?
Sure.
Oh, don't sound so enthusiastic, or I'll stick my flame rod up your... well, you know. Alright, let's start him up. You're on your own. I dodged that. Nice. Oh damn, look at you go down fast. You don't have anything equipped right now, right?
Yeah. Nothing's equipped. I still dodge. There we go. I wonder what this does. That was kind of cool.
You know, those are like famous last words. What does this do?
Well, it actually feared the boss, too. There we go. You dead.
Okay, so you are now officially dead. I'm going to point and laugh at your corpse.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Okay,
Back
so
up.
I was able to res you. There was a casting timer on it, so if you go ahead and let him kill you again. What I want to do is I want to make sure that I get interrupted if I try to res you while I'm taking damage.
Okay. Yeah. You guys, come. Block, 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 block. Wow. There we go, now I'm getting low. Come on, boss, come.
He's too busy summoning.
There we go.
Okay, I'm gonna try and res you while he hits me here. But she's standing on your corpse right now, so I can't do anything. Don't take it, actually. Hold on. But I didn't get hit on that. Can you decline?
No. Actually, it's accept resurrection or revive at last checkpoint. Yep, I'll try it again.
Go ahead and put your gear on, and I'll go ahead and take one.
It doesn't matter. The gear's already off. I'll just try again.
All right.
You gotta heal. Just need to make him mad at me. Come on, come here. There we go. Swing! There we go. Again.
I turned off the dodge mantra, so that should be a little better for you.
He's still a wimp. Naked. These skeletons do more.
You're not hurting him worth crap either.
No. There we go. There we go. Now I'm done.
Okay, get off the corpse. Get off the. Did you get a res?
No.
Okay, so it looks like I did get interrupted. Oh, whew.
Watch your health.
I know. If they're standing right on top of it, I can't do anything about it. So there is that. So we can res in the middle of combat, it's just that I have to make sure the enemy isn't near you. And of course, if I take damage... No, okay, you got that, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I took damage and it didn't break. So, I don't know if it's a chance to break or... Because I think the first time it broke, the Skeleton King actually did a knockback on me.
That's interesting. This time it said I took 20% damage instead of 10 on my equipment. I'm gonna have him kill me again and see if that goes up to 30 next time. I'm kind of curious on that. You hit like the girl. Sorry to all the women who I just picked off. Come on, guys, kill me.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the adventure of Thinkflight and his skeleton orgy.
There we go. Dead again.
And what does it
This
say?
time it says 10. Let's see what happens when you res me. I'll get another little bit.
Okay, I got hit there. Okay.
Okay, got that one.
Ooh.
No, just said 10 that time. Interesting. Why it's a 20? I'm gonna throw my gear on.
Alright, I'm gonna take him out here. Well, that's interesting to know. So that means you can resurrect even in a boss fight, but what we don't know is how many bosses are going to have a knockback mechanic that will keep you from interrupting. Because, for the most part, damage did not break the resurrection. But some of these monsters did hit me and push me back, which made me lose my channel. I'm not sure how I feel about that, to be honest. Of course, when you think about it in Diablo 2, you could put up town portals and come back to fight the boss all day. Now, I don't know if you remember that. I remember fighting Diablo a lot in D2, and we would find a corner of the room, and we would make sure he didn't go there, because he would put, you know, bone shields around them if he found them. And we just put up like 4 portals or whatever, and every time someone died, they just take a town portal back in and join back in the fight. So
that is interesting. Did he drop any yellows for you?
no, he just dropped whites.
Yeah, he just dropped 2 blues for me, and that was it.
Yeah. Of course, your magic find is working for you on that. Yeah, when you kill a boss again, they have the same chance, or maybe a slightly elevated chance to drop loot, but not as high as Diablo 2. So that's interesting. So this will probably answer the question someone asked about, you know, can you res in a fight? It may seem like it's catering to being easy, but at the same time, it's not as easy as Diablo 2, since you can't put town portals up anymore. So if I can't get to your gravestone, or if I get knocked back, you can't get rezzed. And you will take durability loss, so if you're dying a lot, your gear's eventually going to break anyway, so there is that. There's some consequence to it. So I think it may be slightly tougher than Diablo 2, but at the same time, it's not going to be that big of a deal, I don't think. Oh well, we now have our answer, and I'm being hit by poison darts. The more you know. Do do do. Alright then, I'll shut this off again.